What's up, guys? I know it's been a while since we've played Minecraft in this channel, man. I know I've been promising a Minecraft live for quite some time now, but it's been a little bit since I've actually done it. But here we are. So I actually tried to begin this live before, so a few things happened. I started streaming. And then my internet went out for some reason. Stream ended. So I start streaming again. Okay, I go down to the mine with the intention of getting sort of Obsidian here. Now that I have a diamond pickaxe, I figure, hey, why don't we make a nether portal? Why don't we get some Obsidian, make a nether portal, right? Also, we can make an enchanting table with that as well. I realized, since my live went out, it ended up being saved on my live tab, so I set it to private. And then I started streaming again. I was like, wow, no one's entered the live. And so I wanted to check the audio on my phone, and I realized, wow, I'm not seeing the live on my other YouTube account. I'm not seeing the live on my other YouTube account. So what gives? What's going on? Well, I had the dang thing okay, since I set the video to private. It makes automatically your stream when you start one up again private. It makes private into the default setting essentially. It defaults to the last setting you used, which is kind of strange to me, even though I didn't set it to private during my stream, right? I set it to the private after the fact, but that still set the mode to private by default, right? So I was streaming, for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, private, which I don't know what the heck the point of making a private live stream is. It's kind of crazy to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. Private videos, privating a video makes sense, or privating something after the fact makes sense, or having a video privated if you just want to record it for yourself makes sense. But what, in what context would you do a private live stream? I have no clue whatsoever. But yeah, so I had a private live stream going, guys. So I stopped it, now I've started up the live again, and here we are, right? So, hopefully everything runs smoothly this time around. Oh my God. Dude, I almost looked that guy in the eye. Whoa, this is pretty crazy. Ooh. We've got diamonds here. Oh my goodness. Okay, God, I feel like we have what do we have? 2 Endermen? At least 2. I wonder if that one near me was the same one that one that was just near me is the same one that's over there now, or one of the same ones that's over there now. Okay, I think we're good to break this diamond. You can go down there and get it. We'll have to fight off these zombies, but got that. Okay, wow, this is a whole another layer of the cave, man, down here. It's nuts. I always, oh my God. Jesus Christ. These skeletons are dangerous, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna go back up here and heal. We got water over there, and it's crazy how that looks the way it's generating. Oh my God. Jesus. It's crazy how it's generating right there. You have this pool of water next to a pool of lava. That's pretty cool looking. It's not going to be super easy to get over to that pool of water, I guess. Could probably just use this this water we use to get down there? Or what? Where this water here? Dude, I'm trying to avoid looking at Enderman in the eye, but it's just, holy crap, dude. Like a horde of zombies coming towards us. Oh my god. Dude, we need to make sure this area is well lit, man. But it's like, I mean, to light this whole place up to prevent mobs from spawning, dude. I mean, like, how many torches do we need to use, dude? Oh, we got lapis lazuli right here. Iron, we got all sorts of ores everywhere, man. I mean, we're definitely not going to run out of places to mine. You know, we're not going to have any issue with ores, that's for sure. But my God, dude, could this Enderman just get out of here, man? What's he doing? Is he after me? I don't think so. Because if he was, I think he would just teleport up to where I am, right? Well, this is cool. We could just hit all these guys and they can't... I guess I spoke too soon. I was going to say they can't hit us, but one just hit me, so... I guess maybe it's because I went too far forward. All right, more step up to the batting pitch, guys. Come on, strike out. Oh yeah, this Enderman's definitely after me, dude. Oh, he wasn't before. Oh! Dude, honestly, that jump scared the heck out of me, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That jump scared the heck out of me. Dude, I thought it was already after me, but I forgot that they don't, like... Dude, in this stream of Minecraft with Miles, we watch Miles go down into the mine and just get repeatedly destroyed by the monsters there. Jeez, man. You know, I thought with... Yeah, no, I thought he was already aggroed on me, but I guess not, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jeez, dude. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, let's hightail it down there. Try to save our stuff, right? Hopefully that aggroed Ender Dragon is not going to be there waiting for us. Man, all I want is just some... just some dang obsidian, man. Like, there's so many mobs and they just do so much damage. I'm going to need to basically, honestly, like, come down here with, like, practically enchanted diamond armor and, like, super, you know, sharpness weapons and everything. If I'm going to be able to actually, like, really effectively, like, mine without just getting destroyed constantly. Where's my axe, dude? Looks like we lost some stuff down there. Oh, there it is. Oh, God, dude. I don't even want to be in this open, flat, dark area. All right. There we go. We've got some obsidian going here. Okay, let's put some chests with our torches around us here. We got another zombie already. Quick, let's get out that axe. Okay. Yeah, so let's get this going. Let's get ourselves some... We've got another zombie coming up to us. Just a mob factory down here, man. I mean, I may as well be surrounded by, like, spawners, dude. It's crazy. But it's just all this, you know, all this open area, man, you know, and it's all dark, you know. Like, it's cool, like, again, like I've said a million times in this channel, Ice bucket challenge. Okay. Achievement get. I've I, I've made the achievement. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's really cool how caves and stuff spawn now. I mean, it's so huge. Like I'm never gonna run out of basically places to explore, like ores to mine. But man, like the consequences of these large open areas, man, it just spawns monsters like no tomorrow. And especially because I'm in hard mode, man. I mean, it's just insane how many of them there are. It's nuts. We've got to our we've got to our Obsidian, and I don't think that anyone else has attacked us. Again, like I said, it's really cool, like how this is, how it's like a lava and water pool, like just separated from each other. That's super cool. Yeah, man, it's big tough, dude. There's just so many of them, and just they're just dunking on me, dude. Oh man, like yeah, it's gonna have to be a thing where I come down here, with some serious armor and weapons. That's something I'm definitely gonna have to. Ooh, that's something I'm definitely gonna have to prioritize. Let's get rid of that one. Watch me break this, and there'll be another lava beneath it, and it'll just burn. Dude. Okay, that's fine. All right, how many I have? 7. Let's get at least. I forget how much you need for a nether portal, but let's get a little bit more than we need. And I suppose that obsidian can fall under the category of stone, I guess. We could probably put it in with, like, I don't know. We put it in ores with minerals, or we put it in stone? Maybe ores and minerals, honestly, because it's more of like a specialty block, It's like not something you usually, like, build a whole bunch with, I mean, you could. You like in PvP servers, people build a lot of bases with them. Can't be blown up by TNT. That's one of the reasons for it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. I could put it in stone or ores and minerals. Either one of those chests. Don't really need to contemplate that too hard. Yeah, let's get a little bit more here. It takes a while to mine, obviously, but it's we really only need it at this point for another portal and enchantment table, right? And if I remember correctly, an enchantment table is 4 of them, so like 3 on the bottom, 1 in the middle, and then I believe we have 2 diamonds on each like middle sides, and then on the top middle section of the crafting table is a book, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe that's the recipe. So it looks like, I guess, we planted enough torches around us, and that we don't have any monsters spawning right up our rear ends. So that's good. Ooh. 17. Let's get 20. Let's get 20, and then we'll call it a day. How about that? So that'd be 18. So we'll get this one, 19, and we'll get one more, and that'll be it. And then let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, man. Because we don't need to bring our precious diamond pickaxe into the mine every time, At least not until we're quite rich and we have a lot of nice stuff, a lot of diamonds. And I imagine we're getting out with 1 extra diamond now. So that's always good. Even if it's just just one or two diamonds. You know, whenever you go down to the mine, you come back with diamonds. I'd say it's a pretty successful mining mission. But we've achieved our sort of objective here, so let's make our way out of this area. Well, maybe put a few torches along our way. Let's keep everything well lit. The more torches, the less mobs. Oh my god. I do hear a zombie coming for us. Several of them, actually. Oh my god. Oh, no, dude. Ah! Bro, oh my god, dude. Oh, man. Oh my god, I'm getting so tilted. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm getting so tilted. I will not lie. Jeez, dude. Jeez, dude, I'm getting so tilted. Oh my god. Of course, man. Zombie with the freaking iron sword, half my health in one hit. Thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. Two shots me, dude. Two shots me. Can you? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, so what? Skeleton can kill me in 3 hits? Man, it's hard mode. You know, I mean, I guess it's like, shoot, you know, if you got shot by an arrow, I mean. Dude, Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience or like. Oh my god. Or like. Just the mental ability to go back into the mine for like a little while after this. Oh my god, dude. Oh no. Oh no. All right, man. We got what matters. We've got our diamond pickaxe, our diamond, our obsidian. I think we pretty much have everything. And even if I don't, I let's get the heck out of here, man. Maybe we'll grab some more as we see them on the way. But dude, what do we got here? Down there, look at this. 2 skeletons with enchanted bows. Several other skeletons. We got a zombie with full leather walking around. Four creepers over there, dude. So busted, dude. Oh my god, man. Jeez, dude. This game's not messing around, man. I mean, just a giant open area. Like, just perfect for a ton of these guys to spawn everywhere. 4 creepers, dude. 4 creepers in one little spot, man. It's nuts. Luckily, up here, we're not really getting any monsters. I feel like over here, some could theoretically spawn. But other than that, like, I'm thinking basically this upper area is pretty much at this point going to be a monster-free zone. Well, extends on this way. I don't have torches placed over here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Yeah, that's some good torches placed. Oh, that creeper sees us. We'll take them out. I think I pretty much over the years mastered the art of killing creepers. You know, you sprint into them, kind of knock them back a little bit, and you like all the while you move backward, and then you repeat. You know, you charge them, knock them back, move back, charge them, knock them back, move back, and then you put a couple hits on them and they die. So as long as they don't sneak up on me, I'm pretty good with creepers. Although it can be a little bit difficult if, there's, like, it's a very uneven terrain you're on. That can definitely complicate things, for sure. Okay. Oh, wow, we have more larger flat area over here. What is this? I don't even know what this is. What block is this? Smooth basalt. Okay, we'll come back and investigate that another time. Or, you know what? We are down here. Right now. I know I've been kind of wanting to get out of here while I can, but... why not? We'll check it out a little bit. Let's just kind of torch the area, torch up the area around ourselves a little bit. And, oh God. Hello. Hello. And let's pull out all the ores we find over here. I don't think we'll expand our torch covered area any further than this. Well, let's just pull out the ores from the area that we have torched up, if you will. By the way, you guys might be wondering, hey, Miles, why are you streaming at night on a Sunday? Well, I have the day off tomorrow, so that's why. Most people don't. So probably is not the best time frame for me to be streaming. The best time frame in the world to attract viewership. Not exactly primed. Ooh, God. Hopefully that skeleton did not see me, dude. Not exactly prime time, that's for sure. Oh, Jesus, dude. Two spiders? Oh, my God. Stay away from me. Not exactly prime streaming time, that's for sure. We'll actually place torches in this sort of area in between here. Between this area, we recently put torches on. And... we had previously put torches on. Thank you much. Am I missing any ores from this little area? I think probably. Although maybe not. Another cool little pool of water. That's sick. Oh, we got coal up there. I'll leave this area for later. Yeah, it seems like we pulled the ores out of this like general lit up this vicinity that we have right here. So now that we have that kind of over with, let's investigate what the heck this is, man. Smooth basalt. I may as well mine it. And then, dude, what is this? Is this like marble or something? Did they add that to the game? I asked that, and they probably had it for like 4 years at least. Whoa. What is this purple stuff? What is this, like amethyst or something? Dude, it's making a sound as I'm like stepping on it. Yeah, oh, calcite. Calcite, actually, not marble. Let me figure out what the heck this even is. Let's dig around this purple crystalline block. I guess it's probably like like an amethyst or something. That's what it looks like. So it's a calcite block. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, basalt and calcite. Now I remember basalt was a thing in like the tech in like Tekkit, I believe, because they would have like these volcanoes and it would be made of basalt. But you know, I didn't think the vanilla game had ever gotten basalt in it, but I guess it has. I mean, it didn't. It didn't like a long time ago. I'll move some of this. I think that's diorite or andesite. I always get granite, diorite, andesite mixed up. Now they've had those in for quite some time, but you know, back in my prime days of playing Minecraft, it was just regular stone basically. The whole ground was composed of stone. I mean, you had like veins of dirt and you had veins of gravel, but you didn't have like the andesite, diorite, and granite. That was added a little later on. Okay. Something's different about this one. Oh, so that just broke and I didn't get anything. It's me, Tanny. Remember? I think I remember. Yeah, I remember you from one of the past streams. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, this is the first Minecraft stream I've done in quite a while. And I found something that I'm actually completely unfamiliar with. I guess this is like a... Whoa, dude. This is crazy. I'll avoid breaking these ones that look like this in the future because that thing broke and like nothing came out of it. Oh, those ones are the ones that have this like weird crystal thing coming out of it. Oh, so those... Oh, so these spawn like the little crystals out of it. Okay. So I guess we'll only break like the ones that like don't have that. And get our, yeah, block of amethyst. Cool. That's super cool. This is sick. What the heck? Oh, and the way the blocks sound is so cool. So it basically has basalt surrounding calcite, which surrounds the amethyst. Super sick. So let's see if my theory is correct. Yep. Sure enough. That one that looks that type of way is one of them that spawns these little crystals here. So let's see what happens if we break them. Oh, so we get amethyst shards. Okay. Cool. Wow. It's like a whole like geode type thing. Super cool. Super cool. Pretty sure it's a geoid. Yeah. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what it seems like. I didn't even know these existed in the game. These are super cool. I wonder like what we can do with this type of block, like the amethyst. I wonder if it has like any uses. It might just be a decoration block, but if so, it's a pretty cool looking one. And it seems like also these amethyst shards like put out a little bit of light. And yeah, you have like a specific type of amethyst shard or a specific type of amethyst block that like spawns spawns these like shards or spawns the crystals that come out of it. I don't know. I don't know if they respawn after I break them, but whatever. I guess next time we check this area out again, we'll have seen. So let me sort of dig a pathway or sort of a stairs leading out of here. I think it's used. Oh, it's used for potions, is it? What type of potion can you make with it? Because I'm assuming I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming there's probably plenty of like newer types of potions. Ooh, that's a villager zombie. Dude, I've been wanting to find a villager zombie for a while, so I can make like putting a healing potion on him and make him into a regular villager. Now I'm not gonna do that like down here, and for one thing, I don't have any potions yet. I don't even have like blaze rods to make them. There's another one. Okay. Well, I'll mine a few more of these here. I think I'll mainly just break like, yeah, I'll pretty much just mine out all of these like ones that aren't ones that spawn the shards. Just take a ton of these back with me. Can we stand on the amethyst shards? We can. That's cool. Yeah, I bring a lot of this calcite with us too. Pretty much just mine out this whole area and just leave the ones that'll respawn shards. I'm not gonna do that all right now because my iron pickaxe is about to break, but take what we can. Take what we can and go. Just loot all of this. Yeah, thanks again for joining though, Tanny. I appreciate that. I was about to say, let's get this coal, but I'm seeing what I think is a skeleton over there with iron armor. I'm gonna go ahead and not get their attention. I think that would be the best move. So yeah, this one doesn't spawn any crystals. Neither does this one. So wait, Tanny, do you know what kind of potion you can make with amethyst? Well, that's okay. There goes my iron pickaxe. Let's go ahead and get out of here. But super cool find, man. Super cool find. It's only used for cobalt. The only use for cobalt is decorations. Cobalt? Dude, I don't even think I've encountered cobalt. Another thing that I didn't even know was in this game. Cobalt. Or maybe I did find some. Oh, we got some ores right here. Oh, we've got ores right here. Actually, we have a bunch of ores over in this area that we haven't even mined yet. Oh, I guess then again, I just kind of lit up this whole area right over here. I guess this area right here was kind of the frontier of how far I had explored the cave before. And of course, we went over this area here, went down towards the lava there to get our obsidian. Before, I guess we had mainly been just sort of in this region over here. But man, it's incredible how just huge it is. I mean, I really wonder how far it goes on for. I mean, I wonder if they just generate these, they just go under basically the whole map, pretty much. Well, whatever the case. Bro, no. Oh my god. You're lying, dude. You're lying. Oh my god, man. That dude jump scared me, man. Legitimately jump scared me. This is like the second or third time this stream I've gotten jump scared, dude. Holy. Bro, this can't be real. Dude, I was literally moving, I didn't hear a thing, and I'm just blown up. Bro. At least, like, I wasn't far from the, the exit, dude. Like, I got real close, but oh man, dude. Oh my god. I thought I was already out of the mine, dude. Thought I was out. But no, I get blasted. Just blasted. Okay, looks like I have the majority of my stuff here. I think there might be a little bit down here. Ooh, lapis lazuli. May as well grab that with my diamond pick. That's fine. Because I mean, I don't have any other pickaxes. I'm not gonna really I'm gonna try to not really do much mining with my diamond pickaxe. Maybe just a few ores in here and there. I wanna kind of save that. Let's get the heck out of here though, quick, man. Let's get out of here. Oh man, I think I got everything. Oh, here's something else here. I think that's it. Yeah, this is sort of lower echelon, like literally right next to my entrance to another area that we can start mining. I think that like it's probably deep enough that maybe we could encounter some diamonds down here, but it's just amazing. I mean, it's so wide and it's so deep. It has so many different levels. I mean, it's just incredible, the world generation. Just all completely off the hook. It's nuts. It's honestly nuts. It's insane. A lapis is for potions 100%. Well, that and enchantments. In fact, I actually did. Maybe I have they added like a bunch of new potions to the game, I guess, which doesn't surprise me. But I didn't think before lapis was for potions at all. Like for the longest time, lapis was only a decoration block, and then they made it associated with enchanting, which I have kind of mixed feelings about. But it seems that it's like common enough to find that that's okay. But I didn't know that it was also for enchantments. But dude, that was so funny with the creeper. Oh my god. But man, there we go. We're out of there. We've gotten out. Holy man. Holy mackerel, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, I feel like I mean ores and minerals, I feel like this would make more sense in ores and minerals. But like basalt and this calcite, that'll go under stone for sure. Add another diamond. Andesite, calcite, cobble deep slate. And what a few things to mob drops. All right. Throw that in there. All right, the spider eye. The eye of the spider. And ores and minerals, we'll add some of the copper over there. And we will, I think. I think we'll put the diamond pick in kind of like a special place. I actually deleted my Minecraft, so I'm kind of rusty at information, but I do know my minerals. Well, if you actually like you do actually deleted your Minecraft account, I'll put the diamond pickaxe in miscellaneous. Oh yeah, it works. Like you actually deleted the account because I mean, if you deleted the application, if you just deleted the application, like you can like download it again, and log in. But you do know your minerals. Hmm? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I mean, with all the new things in the game, it makes me feel like a geezer, dude. I mean, honestly. Even though I mean, I'm still in my 20s. Like I'm not that old yet. But like, dude, it makes me feel old. I'll tell you that much. It makes me feel old. Won't lie. Makes me feel old as anything. Let's get this wool. Let's get this wool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then we'll give you guys some breeding. We'll do a do a breeding session here. Same for with the cows. Sounds wrong. Breeding session. It's awful. Loki. Loki. um. Cool, man. So you know what? Before further ado, man, let's just. There you go. Perfect. Let's make ourselves a flint steel. Let's put down that nether portal. And yeah, we could decorate it with these beautiful amethyst blocks. I was almost gonna beat Minecraft, but then I had to move and I had to make. But I had to move and I had to make quick, so I accidentally deleted it. Ah, ah, that's too bad. That's too bad. Almost, it's like so you're almost about to beat like the Ender Dragon and everything. That's a tough break. That's tough. So we will go ahead and make both a nether portal and an enchanting table. I think that a sensible place to make it would be out here and like, dude, you're lying, man. I have, yeah, ever since that little session over there in the mine here, I have a grudge on skeletons, dude. I'm, I don't like you guys anymore. Yeah, yeah, that sucks, honestly. Sorry to hear about that. I don't know if saying I'm sorry to hear about that would be the appropriate thing. It's not like someone died or anything, but still, I mean, that kind of sucks. So yeah, let's get this enchantment table. Yep, there we go. There we go. So I think like over here in this sort of area is kind of like a cool vibey sort of place. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that in this area would be a super cool spot for the Nether portal. Super cool spot for the Nether portal. One, two. Yeah, one, two. Oops. There we go. Let's light this bad boy up. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. You know, it's in this sort of whole grove of, in this whole grove, right? It's kind of sick. Wi-Fi's kind of slow. My comments will come after some time. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. You're all good. Thanks for the heads up. Let's get ourselves a few wheat here. We're getting hungry. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the Nether right now, but yeah, I feel like that's kind of a cool spot for the Nether portal. Although I kind of don't like how like that one tree right there is like blocking like the view of one of the amethysts, but whatever, I can cut some of those down and replant them later. Yeah, like this at our like little basically like patch of like sacred forest right here is kind of a yeah, it's a cool vibey place for a portal and a enchantment area. I'm almost thinking, excuse me, I'm almost thinking right here for an enchantment area. Either that or somewhere like right here. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I'm kind of overthinking it. Let's just put it right here. How about that? How about that? So yeah, so for example, let's see. Yeah, efficiency 1, I'm breaking 1, breaking 2. We're breaking 1, yeah. All right, cool. Of course, we'll need to make some bookshelves put around here, which we can do. Once we get forming some more of this sugarcane. So I think I might make this sort of like use lapis lazuli. Yeah. I'm not gonna do any enchanting at the moment, but kind of want to just get that going. But cool, yeah. And again, it's sort of a IB, sacred forest area we have here. Just thinking of flattening this whole area out, but you know what? I'm thinking I might not do that. I think I'm just gonna smooth out this, like, this area here, and probably get rid of this section. Yeah, so this area, I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna have like, lots of things like my nether portal, enchanting area. I'll probably make later on. I'll probably make a brewing area around here. I'll kind of make it look nicer as time goes by, more kind of manicured and curated. It'll be kind of like a little garden, area, I think that'd be cool. Like an oasis of trees and plants and kind of an area for like some of the special stuff that I have in the middle of this mostly featureless plains area. Well, except for these big huge ravines and sinkholes and cenotes here. But as you can see, like the rest of this area, we have a river running through it, but on that, it's like a lot of open plains, and this sort of area can be spotted from a long ways away. Oh, let me eat something. Yeah, this area can be kind of spotted from a long ways away because it's like the only, patch of trees in the whole, plains. So this will be my special place over here, Well, my main base of operations, of course, that barn that I've created. But I do, of course, envision myself making a proper house at some point here. But yeah, as you can see here, let's go a little bit over here, right? We'll be able to see this basically from a mile away. So go all the way over here. I mean, there's a few trees here and there, obviously, but of course, the forest biome in this direction, plains out here. But yeah, you can kind of see up on this sort of hill here. Got our barn, or our built structure, and we see, the pink trees. Obviously, those stand out, and of course, we have the like a larger concentration of oak trees than anywhere else. It's a very obvious feature, along with, of course, our building, which of course also stands out. But I think like somewhere like, I don't know, maybe like over here would be a good place for a house going forward. I don't know. I kind of maybe imagine, I don't know, maybe I'll build a nice little bridge or something across the river, maybe a little river port. Something. But yeah, you can see sort of from here, you can see really what I'm talking about. Like up on this little hill. Yeah, it's a sacred forest on top of a little hill. Maybe I'll build a little chapel, I don't know. Something like that. But the one thing I do really want, though, is to have villagers, man. Like, that's what I really want. I can trade with them. You can get all sorts of cool stuff from trading. That's pretty cool. I always like building like little houses for them, and oh my god, and making a little making a little villager community. It's cool. It's cool stuff. But yeah, so sick, man. We've got our enchantment table. We've got our nether portal. One thing I think we ought to do is, well, first off, we should sleep. Second of all, let's go over to the forest and get like a ton of more leaves, man. Let's get a ton more leaves. Let's honestly just we'll drop some stuff off, and we'll fill our inventory with leaves, and that'll give us more fuel to smelt with, and then we can go ahead and smelt a lot of the ores that we have here in our ore chest. Get them up to speed here. Because look at that, we have a ton of ore to smelt. Some iron as well. Shout me put two. Shout me put two. I'm sorry, I don't really know what that means, my friend. Sorry to say. I genuinely have no clue what that means. Speedrun Minecraft in the next stream. Speedrun it? I've never done any of the speedruns actually. I've never tried that. Could be cool. That could be really cool, actually. That could be really sick. But you think that basically though, part of the point of you saying this is like that you think that probably my goal should probably generally be to beat the game, beat the Ender Dragon, so on and so forth. Which I think would be a fair goal to have. All right, let's get on going over to the forest. Let's get ourselves an inventory chock full of leaves, so we can leaf litter rather, so we can go ahead and smelt all our stuff. Cheapest yet efficient form of fuel, my friends. And look at that. Look at it. Look at how quick we get this stuff. Look at this. Look at how quick this is. Basically, you already have a stack. Like that's, yeah, literally stack, like over a stack and a half. Like instantaneously, basically. And like, keep in mind, one stack enough to smelt 32 items. And this is how quick we get it. It's crazy. It's OP. Honestly, it's completely OP. Like it's actually completely OP. Like it kind of, like I mean, I would say it like makes coal irrelevant, but no, it doesn't make coal relevant because I mean, that's for torches. But even then, I mean, shoot, man, like you can just make them out of charcoal. You smelt a bunch of wood, but yeah. So I mean, it makes coal almost irrelevant. Like the only thing I really feel a need to have coal for is torches. That's it. Nothing else. Like what's other? There's no other point. Man. Holy. Holy cow. Yeah, it's so much so fast. I think also one thing I noticed too is when we were looking at our chest, um, yeah, we have like no wood. So I think when I get back there, I mean, obviously, like I said, I'll start smelting some of my ores down. And the next thing I will do, I think, is I'm gonna get some wood, man. I'm just gonna chop down the whole like the not so sacred forest area. Um, and obviously, I'm gonna replant the stuff, replant the trees. But go ahead and chop all those down and get all the wood from it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this though until I completely fill my inventory, which I'm actually over halfway there. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need a wood. Although I suppose I could chop down some trees over here, but I think I will go for over in the little sacred forest I have. Yeah, man. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know what Mojang was honestly thinking. Like, my Wi-Fi is so slow, I might leave. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, if you do, there's not going to be any hard feelings. But if you stay, I would more than appreciate that as well. But you are free. If you need or want to leave my stream, and this goes for anybody, never feel obliged to stay. Your presence here with me, your digital presence here with me is always a blessing. Like I know like lately I haven't been streaming as much as I was in the past. My life's busy. I'm not one of these guys who streams constantly, streams for a living, like doesn't have another job. Like I work two jobs. I'm married. I don't have any kids, but like some of my sisters-in-law live here with us, and they're a lot younger than me, so they're kind of like little sisters. So sometimes it almost feels like I have two teenage daughters almost. So I mean, obviously it's not like that, but I got a wife. There's other people who live here with me as well. I've got, a social life, I've got two jobs, like I said. So I don't always have time to stream. So I'd like to do it more. It's something that I like to do. Yeah, I find it fun. I find it engaging, especially when people are there. Looks like feces. Yeah, it really does. I'm on septic duty here. Yeah, like whenever I can stream, I like to do it. You know, it it's a really super fun thing for me. Like I just really enjoy hanging out with people. Today, I know I'm not like the most high energy ever. I'm a little bit tired, to be completely honest with you. But all right, my inventory is full. Although I'll just throw out this singular seed, so you can grab a few more of these leaves, of these fecal leaves. I think that's about, yeah, that's all we can carry. Or almost. I can carry a few more. Man, it seems like every single, like, grass block over here that I'm accidentally breaking, like, is giving me seeds. Okay, there we go. So I might actually be kind of lost in the forest at this point. I'm not actually sure which direction is out. Okay, this is weird. This is what's with this? What's with like the log over here? Like the fall, like it looks like a fallen log with like, yeah, it has vines on it. What's with that? I've never seen that. Is this like something that generates? Or is this like a sign of Herobrine? Oh, there I am. That's my way out. Yeah, maybe a forest Herobrine. Maybe Sasquatch Herobrine's been here. I'm gonna have to break out the redstone torches and summon them. Oh, that's a cool little lake. I don't think I've ever actually noticed this one. Does it have any clay? No? Oh yeah, over there it does. Cool, man. So we've gotten a full inventory, completely chock full of beautiful leaf litter. So I basically went to the forest, started raking up leaves, and now I've gotten like several huge trash bags of leaves, and I'm taking them back to the barn to burn as kindling. Okay.
Las joyerías tienen mucho dinero, ¿verdad?
¿Qué, amor?
Las joyerías tienen mucho dinero, ¿verdad?
¿Qué son esos?
Donde venden joyas, diamantes, oro.
Oh, sí, sí, pero es un difícil negocio. Es un difícil negocio. A veces ellos no ganan dinero. Porque se ocupa mucho dinero para pagar.
¿Por qué esta gente sí?
¿Ah?
¿Por qué esta gente sí?
Well, a veces se gana mucho dinero, pero no es consistente los negocios.
Compra, vende y compra.
Sí, pero depende a cuántos ellos pueden comprar por. A veces los mercados se fluctúan mucho. Porque yo conozco a alguien de antes, él estaba en este negocio, pero él gana su dinero y retirar, y tiene dinero, pero yo sí sé, es no una fácil industria. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take some wood out of here. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a good old chest for this. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful several bags of leaves we have here. Big black trash bags full of leaves. We'll make it look nice like this. How about that? There you go. Now in this one, boom, 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 boom. All right. Oh, wow, we actually have a ton of dirt. What the heck? Okay, so in this, let us throw a bunch of our ores. Oops. Well, you know Spanish? I do. I do know Spanish. I do. Yeah, I do. My wife, my wife's from Mexico, so we like when I speak to her, I mostly speak in Spanish. Although she generally understands English as well. I actually never, I didn't learn it in school or anything. I pretty much just learned it just talking to her. I found it like not super difficult to pick up. I mean, obviously, like it progressively, like it's been improving over time. Like I've, like, yeah. I mean, but if you were to come up to me, like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have spoken a lick of it, you know. And now I figured it out. So yeah, so it's okay. But it's the fourth language I've tried to learn. Like now I guess English mainly is the language that like I mean well obviously it's my native language, but it's mainly like the language of course speak like the most fluently out of like all. I mean obviously it's my native language, but I don't know if I'm like really like fully completely fluent in really any other language. But I grew up speaking some German as well. Like some of my family's German, and a lot of I grew up with a lot of people from Germany. Um, so I speak German, but like I spoke it a lot better when I was a kid, and like ever since like I've been not a kid anymore, I haven't like had a lot of practice, so it's gotten pretty rusty. And also the thing is too is I learned like I was a kid learning it, right? So by the way, there she is in the chat, my wife. Um, but like I only ever learned like German up to like the point like I guess what I'm trying to say is like I was a kid, so obviously like I wasn't gonna learn like the big words, like even if I had learned to speak German perfectly, I would have only learned like you know the German of a child, right? So like you know, and I haven't really had any education or any practice or hardly any practice in it like since I've been a kid. So basically, if I remember everything that like I knew back then and learned back then, which I not sure if I like at least on the spot I'm not going to remember all of it. Like best case scenario, I would speak the German of a child. I would speak as much German as a German child would speak, right? Best case scenario. So it is what it is. Is what it is. And then in high school and a little bit in college, I took Chinese, so I speak some Chinese. So like basically, I had knowledge of German and Chinese before I started learning, or before I started like being exposed to like Spanish. Well, I shouldn't say that because I've been exposed to Spanish like all my life because where I grew up, like Spanish was the second largest language. And I always heard plenty of people speaking Spanish, But I just never really like, I never really learned it. Like my family didn't speak it. I didn't like, I didn't grow up with it, But like, I did at least grow up like hearing it, you know? So, so I guess that's one of the reasons that led me to pick it up fairly quickly. Like, I feel like after, you know, 6 to 8 months of knowing my wife, I was speaking, like Spanish in sentences, in sentences. And it's only gotten, more proficient over time. Like after having known her a year, like I pro- I knew how to speak it, and people were pretty impressed. Like, oh my God, what the heck? Like, how'd you pick it up so quick? Well, it's like, when you're around it, like that's the thing, when you immerse yourself in a language, like you pick it up pretty quick, you know? Like, and especially if you're still pretty young, you know? Um, I'm kind of at the age where it starts becoming a little bit more difficult to learn a language, but just when it starts becoming more difficult, right? When you get up to like 40, it's even more difficult, but I didn't like okay, I wouldn't say like I found it super easy because it was like kind of a struggle to do, you know? Like I'd use a lot of Google Translate. You know, spend a lot of time not knowing how to say things. You get me? But eventually kind of figured out how to speak it. I'm still obviously not as like proficient as a native speaker, and I have an accent. Like I don't sound like someone who natively speaks Spanish. Like when I speak it, I definitely have an accent for sure. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. One of your cows. Arrest ya. There you go. There we go. So you know what? I have a ton of dirt. I don't really like the way this big cenote, like this big ol' like pit over here looks. Why don't we? Why don't we just like fill this whole dang thing up? You know? Let's strip whatever ores we can get out of here. Let's just fill this whole thing in. I mean, I'm not going to fill this entire thing like, whoa, wait a minute. We have a cave going through here. Uh-oh, whoa. Got a cave entrance, do we? I wonder if this connects with that whole, like, giant cave system we have. I bet you it probably does. I bet you it probably does. Yeah, I think it does. I'm thinking that it probably does. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not itching for a fight right now, to be honest with you. Ow. Okay, so it's kind of an interesting cave system here. But I am thinking that, Well, I mean, you know what? Instead of filling this in, let's just like settle somewhere else, you know? Like, I feel like that would just be easier. Let's leave the terrain as it naturally is, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with the terrain as it is. We can have we could have a stupid little hole over here, you know? It's not bad. It's not gonna hurt anybody. Well, I don't really know why we need this copper. I don't really have any use for it, but that's okay. I guess that you can make the copper golems now, which I don't really understand exactly what those do. Like, to be honest with you. But they seem kind of neat. Clankers, essentially. Yeah, well, we strip the ores out of here. The coal. Gimme the coal. Grab all this out of here. Thank you. Already coming into night again. Well, there's actually a ton of coal here. Okay, we'll pull out this vein. And you know what? Honestly, it might be cool to actually like go mining using this cave attached to this little pit here. Because I've just seen this pit and go, oh, how crummy. There's a pit here. I wish there wasn't a pit here, you know? But I've never actually really, until now, gone down and given the pit a chance, you know? I need to be open-minded towards the large pit next to my house. Right? We don't need to be pit phobic here. Right? We don't need to be pit phobic. Yeah, so forget about filling all that in. I don't think I'm gonna do that, at least for now. Oops, not you. Oh yeah, let's take all these beautiful smelted items out of here. Collecting some serious experience points levels here. Might want to actually go ahead and enchant some stuff. May as well enchant that diamond pick we have, right? Why not? Why not, right? I think that's a good move. Where was that? That was in miscellaneous. Yeah, let's do it. But first, good old lapis lazuli. Or actually, you know what? Before we do, we should make some bookshelves around it. I'll hold off on the enchantments for now, actually. I think that's what I'll do. I'll hold off on the enchantments for now. What time is it? I'm getting pretty tired, to be honest with you guys. I'm in pretty darn tired. Won't lie. But well here, let me make one more axe and let's get some wood and then I might call this a night on streaming, to be honest. I know it hasn't been, I haven't been doing it for that long. I mean, hour and a half thereabout. And I mean, in this time, we've definitely made progress, you know. We've got Obsidian, you know. We made another portal, we made a enchantment table. I mean, that's a pretty big thing right there. You know, we did some mining, we got some extra, you know, got some extra ores. You know, just generally speaking, we got extra ores, you know, maybe like another stack or so of iron in total, I think, throughout all of the different little operations, mining operations we did. But yeah, main thing today is we got Obsidian, you know, and that was a whole huge mission. We've just been doing some, you know, and since we got done with that, you know, of course we made the portal, we made the enchantment table, and then we just basically been just doing some just general regular stuff around our area, you know. Some farming, you know, some tending to our animals, very typical Minecraft stuff, you know. We just checked out that pit over there. We discovered that hey, you know, we need to be a little bit less pit phobic. We need to be a bit more open minded to the pit. You know, might have some redeeming qualities that we weren't previously aware of. We discovered that hey, that's indeed the case. And now we're just finishing this off by getting some more wood because when we built this, that pretty much exhausted our wood supply like completely, and you know. Like, we haven't been streaming a lot of Minecraft lately. It's been a while since my last Minecraft stream, and in that one, we brought the animals in there, and the stream before that, we were really, you know, really going at the building, and so, you know, it hasn't been really, like, you know, there hasn't been really that much, like, progress, or, I'm sorry, there's been a lot of progress. There really hasn't been, like, much of an opportunity to replenish our wood supply. Sorry, I'm again, like I said, I'm kind of getting tired, so didn't articulate that the best. But I guess to rephrase what I was trying to say is that you know the last stream, you know, we brought the animals in. The stream before that, you know, we basically spent all our wood making the building there, the barn area. So you know, since then we haven't really chopped down any trees. You know, since we basically ran through our wood supplies, this is kind of the first time I'm actually, like, really doing some lumberjacking, some wood cutting since I did a couple Minecraft streams ago, preparing to build the barn, or like midway through building the barn, replenishing our wood supply that had run out during construction. So that's kind of where we're at. And, you know, wood's it's an important resource. You know, it's one of the things you're going to use the most. Like, I mean, you know, it like obviously, you know, wood gets you started out in the game. You know, like without wood, it's pretty much impossible to like really play the game, basically. So, yeah, it's like pretty much one of the most basic items of the game, and it's a good, you know, it's a good aesthetically pleasing, you know, building block. Yeah, so, you know, next structure or whatever we build is definitely going to involve more wood, so it's important to keep up a supply of it. One of the basic staples of Minecraft. So yeah, we always got to make sure we have enough. And I don't know. In this game, whenever I play, I always take pride in having like a large supply of whatever I could need. You know. Ooh, we forgot that part up there. Almost like, I feel like I'm, winning more the more that I stack up of, items. Like the more wealth in my chests I have. But in reality, unless you use it, it's actually kind of pointless. But this wood I will use. This wood I will use. And you know what? Even if I never built with a single block of wood again, I can just throw these into the furnace. And I can throw what into the furnace? A bunch of leaves. We just toss a bag of leaf litter, into the into the furnace and just start cooking the wood, and I'll get charcoal, and we can make good old torches with that. So even if I never build with wood again, it's still useful. It makes chests, doors, boats, all sorts of stuff. So very, very crucial resource. Even if you don't build it, you can craft a bunch of things involve it for its crafting recipe. There you go. Yeah, of course, folks, I'm sparing the beehive tree. Always got to do that. That's pretty much it for the oaks. I'll also down. Oh, there's a few left. I'll also go for the cherry trees, of course. So, folks, those of y'all who were with me tonight, how was your Sunday? How did things go for you guys today? How are you doing today, in other words? Everyone who was nice enough to join my stream. Okay. Whoa. What are you doing here? Man, I'm eating skeletons. We have beef in this game, dude. Major beef. Major beef. Not a fan of those guys and their flinging arrows. You know what, though? You know what we could do? Actually, one thing is we could collect some music discs. That'd be kind of cool. In this area, which as I mentioned, I plan to make into sort of a vibey, sacred forest kind of area. I say as I'm cutting down the trees, but one thing that'd be kind of cool is to put a music box, which is, I think, the recipe for that. I mean, it's just been in Minecraft since 1.0, like ever since I started playing Minecraft. It's a very old item, and if I remember correctly, the crafting recipes never changed. It's just a wooden square with a diamond in the middle. Make the record player. And so, of course, now I think probably you guys know this, but chance you might not. The way to get the music discs, like basically the vinyl records, for the record player, okay, or for the music box or whatever, is to get skeletons to kill creepers. Right? So basically, imagine that a creeper's coming at you, and there's also a skeleton trying to shoot at you. So you position things in such a way where the creeper ends up getting in the way of the shots of the skeleton, and you let it take a couple hits, and it dies, and it will drop a music disc. Right? Specifically when they die in that way. If you kill them, they're never going to drop a music disc. I don't think there's any percent probability that they do. But yeah, they get killed by skeletons, they're gonna drop a music disc. It'll be a random one, you know. But that'd be kind of cool to have, you know. Whenever I'm in this area, pop a disc into the record player, and you know we'll vibe out together. In a beautiful, beautiful area. It's just an idea, but I think I'll wait until I get a few more diamonds because I don't know if I really want to waste a diamond on that. And maybe I should actually also waste. I should probably also wait until I am able to get music discs, which is probably something on the next stream, the next Minecraft stream I do. I will try to get because it's kind of a cool little novelty thing, you know. Cool little thing. Yeah, man. This tree chopping's taken a while, that's for sure. No doubt about that. But it's lucrative. I'm coming back with a bunch of stacks of logs. Oh, and there goes my axe. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. We'll see once like the tree leaves start breaking up, like how many are actually left, like how much of the leaves are actually left. I think most of them will probably end up despawning over time, but then again, some of them are connected with each other, and it could be that in some of these that they appear to be floating, like the leaves are connected to each other rather. It seems that some of these that appear to be floating have like an extra log hidden somewhere in their leaves, but it's okay. It's okay for now. These folks, I am getting super tired, guys. So I'm basically gonna call this here for the night. You know, we've been streaming about an hour and a half, so that's not too bad. You know, we had a few of our regulars come in. Tanny, thank you for joining. I always appreciate that. Again, sorry guys for not having, for one thing, for two things, for not being as consistent about streaming as I was. You know, like last week I did stream just like tonight, but that was the first time in like 2 weeks that I'd streamed, so sorry about that, I guess. And then the second thing is that I know I'd already previously promised a Minecraft stream, so my apologies for actually having, you know, made good on that promise. Now, you know, sorry that it wasn't earlier on when I had initially said it was, but I was feeding to play Total War and a U4, right? So, but hey, I've kept my word here. Late, but not never. Late, but not never. So, here you go, folks. There's Minecraft. So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. We'll do another Minecraft stream sometime soon. I don't know if it'll be the next stream I do. I think the next stream might be either a Total War again or U4. With the U4, I do want to keep going with that series, you know, because it's been going on for a long time. So I feel like I gotta get to the point very soon where I'm able to attack France. You know, and I feel like a lot of people have already kind of gotten bored of that series just because it's taken so long for me to like actually, you know, build up like my forces and build up my economy and build up everything in order to, you know, fight France and take over some of Iberia. But I feel like I'm kind of like after the last stream I did, I feel like I was basically more or less at the point where, with a little bit of building more ships, that I'd be able to definitely get the upper hand on them. So yeah, it'll either be Medieval Total War or it will be U4, which will be the next stream. But then the next one after that will probably be another Minecraft once again, and I'll put some thought into what exactly it is that I want to do in that next stream. It might be set up a raid on the Nether, for example. We might go down and do some more mining, try to get more diamonds. You know, so there's a lot of different options. You know, I'll probably do some side quests like you know, try to get some try to get some music discs like I was mentioning. But yeah, I think the biggest thing next time will be another raid. Try to find a nether fortress. You know, if we can't find that, we'll at least come back with a bunch of nether items, nether, you know, glowstone, some other cool nether stuff. Because I know they have nether biomes these days. Yeah, we'll go to the nether, bring back a bunch of stuff, and if we're lucky, we'll find a nether fortress. And we can bring back some blaze rods, so we can actually make a brewing stand, get some potions going. And that's kind of a prerequisite to making the splash potion of healing, which, if we find, guys, a zombie, like a villager zombie, like one that was previously a testificate villager, you throw the healing potion, I believe that turns them back into a villager. So that would be our way of being able to get villagers, which is, to be honest, I want villagers. I want villagers into my Minecraft vicinity. I want you know, I want to have, you know, a nice little town for them. It'd be cool. You have their different jobs, and we could trade with them and make some cheese, like make some cheese kind of ways to just basically get, like, you know, farm up the stuff you sell to them really quickly, and then, you know, sell it to them, get a whole bunch of emeralds, be able to buy, you know, stuff like eventually from, for example, from the toolsmith and armor, eventually you can buy like diamond pickaxes enchanted, diamond armor enchanted. It would be pretty crazy. With that sort of power, we would definitely be able to go down eventually, you know, soon we have like lots of those blaze rods, go back, you know, or if we don't have enough, go back to that stronghold, slaughter some of the blazes, take a bunch of blaze rods there, craft that into the blaze dust, get some, you know, hunt some endermen, get those ender pearls, craft those things together, get the eyes of the nether ender, throw that up into the sky, and find that stronghold. So, anyway, guys, that's just me. That's just me talking. That's just me rambling. But yeah, thinking next stream we'll go into the nether. So maybe we'll do some mining too. Maybe we'll get some, you know, get some of those good old records from the creeper and skeleton fights. But more than anything else, we are going to be venturing into the nether. So anyway, folks, thank you all for joining me tonight. I am going to get to bed. I'm dragging. I'm asleep. I'm low energy right now. So, so again, thank you for joining me. Love you all. You all are the best. Thank you all. Always so cool when you all join. So, thank you all. Have a good night.